Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel once again. Welcome to JJ's PC Build. You know, it's JJ with you. Today, we're looking into Intel's keynote over at CES. This is going to be a long day for me and for y'all as well because we got a lot of events cooking. We're going to do Intel's event in a few minutes. It's supposed to be at 8:30. We'll see what happens there. And also too, hey machine, good to see you. Good to see you, bro. And then we'll have yeah, I know it's going to be long for you. And we'll have some Q&A at the end. Make sure you jump into the live chat, and also too, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Don't forget about your notification bell too. If you don't turn it on, you're never going to know when I post live events or anything else. So make sure you turn that on. Because YouTube's not been that nice to us. They'd rather put five-year-old videos out other than posting the new content that comes out. So the way it's been working here, I've been watching it on other devices. They have my videos up there for 48 hours, and then after that, they shove it to the back, and then they put a 5-year-old video up first before they do my videos. So I know we're not 5 years old, and I'm not complaining like I'm 5 years old, so don't think I'm complaining. But I'm just letting you know what the scrutiny is with YouTube as well. Don't forget your drink and snacks, by the way. I have a little bit of a mix today. So. But yeah, we're going to jump into it. Hopefully they're going to show us, hopefully they'll show us some Arrow Lake, and they'll show us the B570, and, we'll go from there. Let me get it all set up. Chat is disabled for this live stream. Let's hope that I got the right live stream, because from what it was looking like, and we got about 23 minutes. What it was looking like was that this was hard to find. MTBK, one of my subscribers, found it. And machine, if you will, make sure you if you can post for me on Discord that I am live right now. I would appreciate it if you can do that for me, bro. I would appreciate that, as I don't have that luxury right now to do that. But I could, but I figure, So that way they know, everybody knows that we're here. But we're waiting patiently, and it seems that I'm trying to get it set up, and it doesn't look like they got all the cards and bells and whistles. And now let me explain this. The way YouTube is working this is, if there's any music on any, unless it's provided by them, or you got permissions, then you can't put them on your videos anymore. So I am in the beginning, when they have all the music introduction and stuff, I'm just going to cut that off to the side and not put that in. But what we're going to do is, how we're going to work this is, we're going to watch the keynote from beginning to end. I'm not going to voice through it. We're going to go from beginning to end. And then at the end, we'll do some Q&A. And we'll talk about it. So, thank you, machine. I appreciate it, bro. So, If you got any questions or anything else, I'll be typing into the chat as I'm watching the video along with you all. So if you got any Q&A, we can do that while the video is playing. So let's hope we can get through this with no issues and YouTube stays kosher. Today's just the day that, I have a feeling something might go wrong. So, but we are keeping the watch party rolling. We are keeping the watch party rolling. So, I forgot to put that on the thumbnail, guys. I fixed the thumbnails before I started the stream. Hello, MTBK. Good to see you, bro. I fixed the thumbnails and I put Intel on one of them, AMD on another, and NVIDIA on another. I broke this up into 3 different streams. Just to let y'all know, I broke it up into 3 different streams. So once we get done with the Q&A here, this will end for Intel, and then 11 o'clock... Well, I'm going to start the stream at 10:30 for AMD. And we have a stream already set up and ready for that. And then 5:30, or is it, I keep getting mixed. Is it 6 o'clock? I think it's 6 o'clock for NVIDIA. So I might start it at 5:30. So keep your eye out. I know the notifications are going out because I got posted a notification for Intel, so I know I'm going to get I'm making sure it's working for you guys so you know it's being posted. That's why I say turn your notifications on. So that way you'll know when it pops up. I know some people, some subscribers already don't have their notifications on, but if you do turn them on, it would be great. It's just a notification. It's not going to kill the bank. So, but anywho, I see there's rumors and leaks, but I have an issue before we get into it, the live streaming with Intel. Now, the B580, I had a little issue with. Okay, the issue is this. They made everything accessible to, what do you call it? The scalpers. I had a couple people email me the other day. They said, Jay, what are we going to do about the scalpers? They've already bought out the $250 ones, the 269s. But Intel's not replenishing like they're supposed to. See, I can understand if Intel puts out, the $250 graphics cards, and they put out 1,000 of them on one website. That's cool. At least everybody's got a chance to get one. But not when they're only putting like 7 or 10 of them out, and then once they're gone, they wait a whole month to replenish it, and then put out 7 or 10 more, and then they're gone again. People are not going to be sitting on their phone waiting 24 hours a day just to get a graphics card. Me, I would not sit and wait for a graphics card. I'd be like, I'm in the consumer's shoes. You got to remember, I'm more than a reviewer. I'm a consumer. Uh-oh. Looks like we got to pause the cause of the music. So. But it's not working. Why not? Oh, yeah, I forgot why it's not working. me turn that off. Let me mute that. Sorry, guys. All right. I muted it on my TV. So, Machine says, so eventually FSR 4 will not work for the 7000 or the 6000 series. If that's true, it will make people mad. Well, that's what Daniel Owens was saying on his video I was watching earlier this morning. But I'm going to be looking into that a little bit deeper. But yeah, FSR 4, I guess they're designing it for the 9000 series, the 9070s. So yeah, I can see you being upset about that. But what would really make me upset, I know you got the 6800, bro. What would really make me upset would be the fact, well, it makes me upset because they do that with the 6000 and 7000 series, and the 7000 series is not that old. But also, too, AMD's been discontinuing some of the graphics cards on the 7000 series, just like NVIDIA did on the 40 series. I don't know what kind of game they're playing. I think they're trying to get everybody to... And this is another problem that I got. This is another problem I got. There's talk about Windows 12. Okay? And this is all starting to make sense, and then pieces are starting to fit together. Okay, it's going to require your graphics card to have a neural processing unit, an NPU, a processor, that's built on to your graphics card in order to get Windows 12. Now, the problem with this is going to be, it's not just the NPU processor that they're going to require. They're also the CPU is going to have a requirement as well for Windows 12. It's not just one, it's both. So I don't know if Microsoft is going to decide or not to take and, like I said this back months ago, that Microsoft was going to take and go from a certain series and go forward. They're going to cut everything off of the back end. It's going to happen. Do expect it to happen. So, there will be more available when the low-end AMD and NVIDIA cards come out. Well, actually, the B570 is supposed to be coming out, and that's supposed to be $219. Who's gonna buy that? I know the scalpers are. There's no sense of me even looking for it because there's no sense of me even recommending it. Is because they don't give a pathway for consumers to get one. They should have put safeguards for everybody that's buying one, that's one per customer. They don't do that. They just sell it to everybody. They don't care. As long as they sell out, they don't care. So, yeah, we might as well say the B580, the B570, the $250 and the $219 ones are scalper territory. Now, the ones that are for $400, to me, if a company sells a GPU when it's supposed to be MSRP at $250 and they sell it for $400, I consider them a scalper too. I don't know if you guys do, but I know I do, because it's crap. It's crap. Why do you think a lot of people are turning away from Intel is because of this cat and mouse crap game. I mean, they're tired of the game. I mean, we're doing the keynote, yeah. We'll see what they have to offer. Maybe they're just going to offer laptops in the 5070 and that's it. Who knows? Yeah. I agree with that. They should be calling it the S580, Scalper 580s. Not the B580, the S580. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that 100%, bro. But, you know, it is what it is. And I told y'all I'm going to have a gallon. I got a gallon with me. Because it's going to be a long day for me. That's the reason why I broke up the streams too into 3 separate streams. I was thinking to myself, if I'm strapped to the chair for 2 hours at a time, any longer than that, then I'll get like my feet will gain so much water, I'll look like a wave pool. I don't think I want to look like a wave pool, so I decided to do 2-hour streams. And that's where it comes to the 6-hour rule. So if you're wondering about that, that's where I come to the 6 to 8 hours. But I'm going to try to keep each stream about 2 hours apiece. So we got about 10 minutes left until the live stream starts. So I figured we'd have that powwow about what's going on with the B series. Okay. Now I'm gonna give a little bit of credit to Intel for coming out with a really good low-end GPU, but I'm going to give them a bad credit for the fact of how they treat the consumers. And the fact of, and I know you guys hear me moving the mic, nothing I can do. Until I can get my hands on a really good one that, you know, and a bigger desk area and stuff like that. I probably want to get a clip-on mic though. But let's see. Well, so far I didn't hear James Cameron, the director of Terminator, say something like Microsoft is Skynet now. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. So, my point is that if they're going to sell a graphics card, they should at least have enough to sell for retailers. And the retailers should be having enough common sense to make sure that the consumers, the gaming consumers, are buying these graphics cards and not the scalpers. This has been a gripe for many of years, well, for quite a few years, let's say about maybe 4 or 5 years, that the companies, that the retailers should do more to make sure that they're safeguarding the fact of the consumers being able to buy a GPU without it being always in high of demand. Okay, when they sell out and the scalpers buy them out, that puts it in high of demand. The faster you buy something, the more demand that it becomes. So with it being high demand, guess what happens? Other companies get to jack up the price to double. I'm not paying $500 for a $250 graphics card. Not when you could buy 2 of them for that price. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Price to performance. It does not make sense. Price to performance, anything that's over that $250 mark for that GPU does not make sense because of price to performance. Just because it might, in some games, beat the 4060 does not make it better than the 4060. So, because the 4060 has other alternatives with DLSS 3 and so on that Intel does not have. So weighing the balance of the two and hearing about the software issues that they're having with the B580 that some are claiming, not all, but some, that puts it into question if you were going to buy a B580. Or that Intel did a paper launch on their B580 and only launched like 10,000 of them to different outlets, different retailing outlets. Who knows? I've seen the B580 going for almost $700. $700, people. That's crazy. Are you going to take and buy off of eBay a $700 GPU that only costs MSRP $250? I don't think so. Now, I could see if the GPU was retail priced at $1,000 and then you buying it for $700, then I can see a little bit of a difference. Then you're getting better price to performance. But obviously, you're paying for price to aesthetic when it comes to, a low-end GPU. And everybody's sitting there saying, well, it's mid-grade, it's not low-end. If it's a $250 GPU, it's $250. So, hello, Alex, good to see you. Hello, Dabri, good to see you. We're going to be starting in less than 5 minutes for Intel's keynote. Just to let y'all know. Good morning, good morning. I'm just going off of the rail a little bit before we get started with the keynote. I'm telling y'all the good side and the bad side. If you can get a $250 GPU for let's say a mid-grade platform that you got, like an AM4, I would say, like a 5800X or something, that would be fine. But if you're looking for this to be 1080p for the B580, don't look at it to be 1080p. Look at it to be where Intel had their mindset with 1440p and 4K with that GPU. That was their mindset. And I think it was Tom that said something about that too, if I remember right. Hello, Leonardo. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, hello from Costa Rica. Welcome in. Welcome into the channel. We got about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes to go, and then we'll switch over. So, but I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of a refresher course on what's going on. A lot of people were talking to me about, getting that graphics card. And I said, you're best off to save your money and get something to a mid-grade to a high-end with high-end VRAM capabilities. Not something with a low-end RAM and trying to claim it's mid-grade. It's not going to work. What is the keynote link? We'll go ahead and we'll copy it and we'll paste it. There's the keynote link for you. Is Gigabyte Radeon RX 6600 Eagle 8GB graphics card a good card? Oh, you're welcome, machine. Truthfully, if you're not going to play the most recent AAA games, yeah, it could be okay. If you want to play older games, or I wouldn't really recommend it for content creating, but Older games, maybe, or if you're doing office work, maybe, but as far as high end games, I wouldn't recommend it, no. So, but there's still some people playing the GTX 1080 Ti and trying to play AAA games, You never know. Oh, I agree, Machine. I wouldn't pay over 190 as well. We got about another minute to go. I've seen the RX 6600 go for 170 bucks at one time. So, and I do graphics card nightmares, and I'm definitely over 100 episodes into it. So, I've seen the ups and downs of graphics cards. So, pricing hasn't been that great recently. It's the, yep, got 1 minute left. ARC seems to have problems with low end and older CPUs. Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, I can agree. It does tank in the FPS margin, so that depends on how low you're going with your CPU. I mean, if you're keeping let's say you're running a 5800X, it's not going to tank that much. I'm running a 4070 with the 5700X AM4 motherboard, and it doesn't tank. So, all right, let's go ahead and switch over to the keynote. I guess they got music going on, so let's switch to the action screen, everybody. And I'll make my big head get smaller. Password. CES. Password. Intel 2025. That's a good one. So, we'll wait for it to start. I'm just going to do a little more commentary. Okay, Machine, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go through its little active whatever it does, and somebody comes to the stage. Hey, Ballistic, good to see you. Good to see you. Keynotes, basically, keynotes are upcoming launches of new hardware that's going to be coming out with these companies. So, it's just basically what they call a paper launch. I have a Ryzen 9 7950 X3D. Wow. It's not a bad processor. But I'll tell you what plays hell on that 7950 X3D is the scheduling. Half the cores go to sleep, and AMD only put cache on the second half, but not the first half. The second CCD instead of the first CCD. That's kind of a goof. I actually live about 5 miles from Intel here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, well, I live about 7 hours away from Intel from here. I'm in California. I'm I'm a few hours away from some of these companies. But that's what happens when you're in the lower side of California. So, 24. Wow, we got 24 on the line. And if y'all, this is your first time here, please subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget about your notification bells. That's important. So every time they say AI, you have to take a shot. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. They should be starting, they should have been starting the presentation. It's live. For some people, I put on the closed captioning as well. So that way, y'all, ones that don't have, can't, I put on closed captioning. Just to say. Okay. Works for me perfect because my last PC was with AMD FX 6300 and still works. That was really good back in the day. Yeah. Machine, what do you mean I'll be dead before the stream ends? What one? I got 3 streams. I got the Intel stream, I got the AMD stream, and I got NVIDIA stream. By the end of the NVIDIA stream, yeah, I'll probably be like drained badly. No liquor. You know I can't drink. I don't drink, so no liquor here. This is Gatorade with a little kicker. Yeah, I add a little bit of Coca-Cola to the Gatorade. I know it sounds weird, but yeah. No liquor. Coca-Cola, my friend. I shouldn't be drinking Coca-Cola, but I did. This one, if you take a shot every time, it says AI. Maybe next year, I think when we do the keynotes, I think I'm going to do a little bit of bingo. You know what I mean? I'm going to do a little bit of bingo during the keynotes. I'll keep that in mind, You're still using AM3? Wow. Well, it's not bad if it still works for you. Keep going with it. Isn't that AM3's? Wow, that's way back. I remember using that way long time ago in the 80s, using AM64. 1 core, 1 thread. What was it? Let's see. Let's go through the disclaimers.
Risks and uncertainties.
Oh well.
That could
we'll turn it on. We'll mute my mic. And let's go and enjoy. And everybody, I'll type in the chat. Just enjoy the keynote.
Recent earnings release and SEC filings at www.intc.com.
And here we go.
Please welcome Michelle Johnston Holthouse.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year and welcome. It's great to be here with you, and thank you for starting your week very early with Intel. I always look forward to kicking off the year at CES. It never fails to inspire amazing new ideas, excite our ecosystem about the future that we can build together. And I'm especially excited this year, not only because of the products that we're launching this week, but also because of all the opportunities that I see across the business in 2025 and beyond. And I believe Intel is very uniquely positioned to meet the evolving needs of our customers going forward. And in my new role as the dual and co-CEO of Intel and CEO of Intel Products, my number one priority is to ensure that we're putting our best foot forward so that we can do everything that our customers expect from us. So first and foremost, this requires a renewed focus on creating world-class products, whether that spans client, edge, networking, data center, and of course AI. The scale of Intel's installed base, combined with the advantages of our x86 architecture, unlock compelling differentiators for all of us in the marketplace. And we're really going to zero in and talk a lot more about the AI space in just a moment. But of course, world-class products are underpinned by world-class technologies. And this is an era of continued progress for Intel, with Intel 18A coming later this year as we work to regain our process technology leadership. And that won't just benefit Intel. It benefits the entire industry overall as we deliver world-class manufacturing and foundry services to create a more flexible and resilient global supply chain. So collectively, these are the core strengths of Intel. And 2025 is a year to harness them in new ways and to collectively move all of our businesses forward. Everything that we do at Intel is in service of our customers and our partners, all of you. The goal of listening to their needs, then building great products to meet them, we have found is the surest path to long-term success. But the real magic happens when we come together and raise the bar for the industry as a whole. Here are three great examples of that. These are our flagship products. So I'm supposed to go over here, sorry. These are our flagship products for Lunar Lake that you can see up on the table over here that we launched. These are consumer-based products that we launched last year with three of our major partners, HP, Dell, and Lenovo. And you can see many other incredible devices by all of our partners around the room. And these high-quality premium devices leverage our Intel Core Ultra processor to deliver unmatched AI PC experiences. And what's so important about Intel is we could not have done this alone. And I want to say a huge thank you to our partners, to Sam, to Luca, to Alex, and to everyone in the room and everyone across the ecosystem for sharing this, for turning this shared vision into a reality. Together, we are creating the AI PC category, and we're just getting started. 2024 was a year when Intel really reasserted ourselves as the product leader in this large and growing PC market. We led the way in supporting new AI PC models, frameworks, workloads, everything from image generation models, new applications, and new benchmarks. We introduced our Intel Core Ultra 200V series processors. Many of you also know and love it as Lunar Lake, which builds on the robust Meteor Lake platform that we already had. And Lunar Lake, it really steps up in all the important areas, whether it be cores, graphics, AI, but most importantly, this is the most power-efficient processor that Intel has ever built. And by working closely with all of you, our partners, I think we have finally busted the myth that x86 can be power efficient. We also work with our ecosystem partners to deliver over 100 Lunar Lake system designs, many of them shipping in the market already in 2024. And since you all always ask me this question, since launching Lunar Lake within the last quarter, we've already exceeded our volume expectations and have shipped over 1.5 million CPUs to date. So we took the AI PC beyond notebooks with the launch of Intel Core Ultra Desktop. It's our first AI PC for the desktop category, scaling AI PC capabilities to enthusiasts. We promise significant strides in energy efficiency, and Arrow Lake Desktop achieved all of that. We know the industry is excited about all of our AI PC parts, and we're working to build more units every day. At Intel, we are more than committed to bringing AI PC to all segments, and there's just one segment left, commercial, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But alongside all the AI PC momentum, we're also upping our game in graphics. And most recently, we launched Intel Arc B series graphics card, also known to many of you as Battle Mage. When we first announced our plans to enter the discrete graphics market, you all had a lot of feedback. Many of you told me that we would never compete, and I won't say that it's been easy, and we've certainly come a long way. We got a lot of feedback on that first generation of ARC's graphics card. We took it all to heart. We redefined our strategy, our IP portfolio, worked diligently on our software to really deliver the experiences gamers expected from Intel. So with the Arc B580, we've introduced a new choice in a large market segment, very underserved by our competitors, offering best-in-class performance per dollar, modern features, and the all-important AI acceleration capabilities. And I have to say that the reception from gamers has been nothing short of fantastic. And we will release our second Battle Mage product, Intel Arc B70, next week. And this week, you'll hear a lot more about the new edge and automotive graphics products that we will be launching over the next few days. I get this question a lot. We are very committed to the discrete graphics market, and we will continue to make strategic investments in this direction. So if you take all of this together, you can see that the client portfolio is broader than any of our competitors. From laptops to desktops to workstation, we are well positioned to not only compete, but to win in a PC market that remains so strong. We believe that the PC market opportunity will be driven by three key factors. First, a large and growing TAM. According to IDC, the market's going to grow 4% this year. That's the largest since COVID in 2021. Second, you'll hear a little more about this later, we've got a massive Windows upgrade cycle. And third, major technology transitions driven by the rise of the AI PC. 2025 proves to be a defining year for Intel, and it's a very exciting one. So with more than 40% of the PCs shipped this year are expected to have AI capable, and we're shifting from generalized applications to AI becoming an integral part of our everyday lives, whether it be at home or in corporate or in enterprise. Intel Core Ultra powered devices with AI inside are a crucial component of making this happen across all the PC segments. Of course, to build a great AI PC, you first have to know how to build a great PC. And Intel knows a thing or two about doing just that. So to talk more about all the innovations across our portfolio and really creating the customer experiences of the future, please join me in welcoming Jim Johnson to the stage.
Nice. Wow, it's great to be here with all of you, starting the week, starting the year. I'm super excited to talk about what we're going to do together in 2025 and what we all have to offer the industry. We've all seen innovations launch and scale, and I think this year we can convince our customers it's the year each one of us should buy a new PC. Intel engineers products to meet the demands of customers for the diverse requirements each of us have. Gamers want incredible performance and playability. Content creators value on-the-go performance and AI-enhanced tools. On this side of the room, you can see many of these curated demos that we've set up to show some of this off. Premium mobile users, like many of us, value productivity, all-day battery life, super thin and light, beautiful designs. We have partners that are showing off some of these on this side of the room, so please take a chance to go look at them. Commercial users and IT decision makers are focused on keeping our organizations and our teams productive in the most secure and optimal way. Listening to our customers and driving innovation is what we love to do. Just love to do this. As we innovate, we keep one thing in mind, and I'll reiterate what Michelle said. A great AI PC must first be a great PC. It must exceed our expectations in performance, in battery life, and especially compatibility. Above all else, everything must just run. Michelle covered the Lunar Lake launch we did for consumers at IFA in Berlin last fall. Now I'm pleased to introduce Lunar Lake for our commercial customers. Today we're enhancing your PC business in 4 key ways. First, long battery life so we can leave our chargers behind. Second, serious performance for office workloads with our leadership compute engines. And third, AI capabilities, including models running on device connected to your business data. And fourth, x86 continues to be the gold standard for IT application compatibility. Roughly 80% of our commercial market chooses Intel for their business PC, and our dedicated, built-for-business platform is vPro. We remain focused on vPro's core pillars, which are grounded in security, manageability, and stability. And with every generation, we continue to deliver features that business users like us desire, but our IT teams require. Our vPro manageability solution has been battle-tested to get businesses back up and running, even in challenging situations like we experienced just last summer. Some call it Blue Friday, which was a sobering day for businesses around the world. It was a day that vPro was uniquely built to handle. vPro's out-of-band management technology enabled remote remediation without physically touching the device, paying dividends for our customers in the enterprise. Now I'd like you to hear directly from one of our partners, CDW, a leading solution provider servicing over 250,000 customers globally. They work hand in hand with their businesses to understand their needs and then put vPro action to work. Please welcome Carlos from CDW. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you being here.
Jim, thank you for having me.
Bet.
It's a pleasure.
Carlos has some unique and deep understanding of vPro. So can you maybe tell a bit about CDW and how you use this to apply to your customers?
Yeah, thanks, Jim. At CDW, we're a full stack, full life cycle, full outcomes technology integrator. We make technology work so people can do great things.
Awesome.
At CDW, we collaborate with our technology partners and work with our customers to deliver outcomes, to deliver solutions to their problems that maximize their ROI. One example, a customer of ours, one of the nation's largest home healthcare providers, was in the market for a new remote monitoring and management tool.
Yep.
CDW is able to uncover the unique value that vPro brings, and even better news, it was already built into the laptops the customer had purchased. All the capabilities the customer needed were already built into vPro, and the laptops they had purchased at no additional cost. It simply had to be activated.
Awesome.
And Jim, you know, certain features of Intel Pro are automatically on day one, but remote management must be activated so administrators can configure it and customize it to their specific enterprise.
Yeah.
For instance, if you're defining access permissions for various user groups to maintain HIPAA compliance, CDW helped activate the vPro for them, and the results have been excellent. We were able to help this customer find significant savings. In fact, they were able to cancel a 6-figure annual subscription with no additional purchase necessary.
It's awesome.
And they've seen great results. downtime has been dramatically reduced because their tier 1 tech staffers, or excuse me, tier 2 tech staffers can easily jump in, troubleshoot, update Windows, re-image entire systems, and perform other tasks very simply and easily. They can do all this below the OS level, so even if a machine is crashed, as long as it's plugged in and it's online, they can help get it back up and running. You know, these results go beyond just day-to-day operations and fleet management.
Yeah, so I mentioned the incident we had last summer that impacted companies around the world. How did that affect you, and how did you respond?
Well, you know, any unforeseen outage can present challenges. And this event was no exception. At CDW, we're ideally positioned to help our customers during the events, whether they're large or small. Fortunately, many of our customers were able to leverage Intel vPro in their environment to remotely remediate issues without IT actually having to intervene and bring a USB stick to every single device. Many of our customers were up in hours, not days.
That's great.
In addition, you can see some of the additional examples on the screen. We're thrilled to partner with Intel in delivering results that our commercial customers require, and we will look forward to that continued trajectory of innovation that Intel brings every day and our customers have confidence in year after year. I'll turn it back to you, Jim.
Hey, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. Let's do it again in 25.
Absolutely.
All right. So Carlos illustrated why the ability to remediate and manage systems is so important. So today we're excited to announce the biggest upgrade to our vPro platform in 2 decades, featuring all new vPro Fleet services. It does 2 things that are critically important. First, it moves from an IT-managed on-prem server to industry-standard cloud tools, reducing deployment friction. This takes setup time from days and days to literally minutes. And secondly, we're moving from one-to-one remediation to one-to-many remediation so you can manage the fleet and handle the types of challenges we experience all the time, and it was exacerbated last summer. And best of all, it works with any vPro system that's already been installed, no matter when it was installed. So you may ask, Jim, how do I activate this capability? It's really one of 2 ways. You can directly register on vprofleet.intel.com, or of course, we recommend contacting your PC supplier. Fleet services is just one of the reasons we believe 2025 will be the year of commercial refresh. Another is our deepening partnership with Microsoft. We've worked closely to accelerate the enterprise transition to Windows 11 and new technologies enabled with AI. So please join me in welcoming our close partner, Pavan, from Microsoft on stage. Hey, good to see you, bud.
It's great
I really appreciate you coming.
Thank you, Jim, for having us here. I am thrilled to be here with you today.
Well, we appreciate it, and we've come a long ways. So why don't we just jump in?
We are absolutely proud of our long-standing partnership with Intel, driving innovation and delivering compelling solutions for our customers. Last year, we introduced Copilot+ PCs for Lunar Lake for consumers, and today it's exciting to announce Copilot+ PCs with Lunar Lake for commercial customers.
Awesome.
Together, Microsoft and Intel are reimagining computing for the AI era. We're setting a benchmark with a shared vision for the best performance, productivity, and security to our commercial customers.
2024 for us was a real transformative year.
Yeah.
What's your view?
It certainly was,
Okay.
Jim. 2024 saw the launch of Copilot+ PCs, of Lunar Lake, of course, and a new wave of AI innovations on Windows 11. Copilot+ PCs are a new category of PC with powerful performance in AI, setting the bar for how a PC can enable productivity in the future.
Agreed.
They're the fastest, most intelligent, and secure Windows PCs we have ever built. And we continue to hear from our customers about how much they love these new PCs and the experiences that are only available on Copilot+ PCs.
As one of them, I agree.
So, Jim, as we begin 2025, let's take a look at how Microsoft and Intel are together empowering business and employee productivity, shall we?
Yeah, awesome. Roll the video, please. Thank you.
Excellent.
What a great video.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for bringing that. Can you tell us a little bit more, like unpack some of that, of what we saw?
For sure,
Right.
Jim. AI is transforming the workplace today. And Microsoft is building Windows to be the platform for business productivity. We're increasing productivity by helping employees find information faster, simplify workflows, and just improve collaboration across the board. Improved Windows search on Copilot Plus PCs helps employees find content faster by bringing together AI-powered search across the cloud and local files on your PC. And Click to Do, which helps employees get things done faster by connecting them with AI actions based on the context of what is on their
I love
screen.
that feature.
Microsoft 365 Copilot is transforming business workflows. It's just a click away with the Copilot key, and it helps summarize text, draft responses, and just catch up on things an employee might have missed. And of course, the best Teams collaboration is on Copilot Plus PCs.
Yep.
We're very excited to be introducing super resolution in Teams, along with battery life and performance enhancements on Lunar Lake, of course. And Live Captions now offers live translations, making it easier for employees to collaborate across the globe in different languages on Copilot Plus PCs. And Jim, today I am thrilled to announce the upcoming availability of Phi Silica on Lunar Lake.
Thank you so much. This is huge for us. We really appreciate that.
It is. It's an exciting milestone for the industry. Phi Silica is a small language model built for local NPU power and performance and runs natively in Windows. And it will be available for developers as a part of the Windows Copilot runtime. Phi Silica is enterprise ready and Cyber Executive Order compliant. It is a secure core PC with Windows Hello enhanced sign-in security.
Perfect.
And Lunar Lake brings Pluton security to the Intel platform, delivering the broadest commercial portfolio of Pluton products. We also recently announced security features on Windows 11, including administrator protection to empower employees without the need for local admin privileges, smart app control and app control for business to ensure only verified apps can run on your device, and hardened Windows Hello to protect against identity hacks so you don't have to choose between a simple sign-in and a safe sign-in.
It's awesome.
To take advantage of these new features and many more, we're helping customers move to Windows 11. After transitioning from Windows 10 to Windows 11, research shows a 62% drop in security incidents, Jim, a 3x reduction in reported firmware attacks, and 80% of customers tell us a new Windows 11 PC provides better security and data protection than their older device.
This is the reason 2025 is the year to buy a new PC.
Absolutely. We think 2025 is the year of the Windows 11 PC refresh. As businesses look to refresh their fleet, the most important action they can take today is to secure their organization by moving to Windows 11, the most secure operating system we have built, on a new Lunar Lake Secure Core PC.
Right. So let's talk, so we talked about security. Let's talk about performance and something we've been focused on in our kind of deep co-engineering efforts last
Absolutely, Jim. Copilot Plus PCs deliver amazing performance. With the most powerful integrated neural processors in the industry, Copilot Plus PCs running on Lunar Lake feature over 40 TOPS. That's 47% faster AI performance in the latest MacBook Air, and over 2.5 times faster than a 5-year-old Windows 10 PC. They also have all-day battery life, delivering 20 hours of local video playback, up to 14 hours of web browsing. It is super exciting.
Yeah, so I'm really excited how the productivity, security, and performance all comes together.
Absolutely. Me too, Jim. It's when you combine these things, I think, is when they get really magical. The AI-powered productivity of Windows and Microsoft 365, secure core devices running Windows 11, and leading performance and efficiency. Copilot Plus PCs with Lunar Lake are an amazing choice for companies to modernize their fleets. And for me, what really brings this all together are the amazing PC designs from our OEM partners.
Which, again, I'll remind you, you can see around the room after our talk today.
Absolutely. With the launch of commercial Lunar Lake, the broadest portfolio of Copilot Plus PCs are now available for businesses.
That's great. So building on our product alignment in 2024, Microsoft and Intel agreed to combine our major assets towards go-to-market. And we're going to kick off a multi-year, probably the largest marketing campaign we've done together. And it's going to simplify the shopper's journey. We're going to interlock our brands and capitalize on this massive refresh opportunity.
Yes, we're more aligned with Intel than ever, from our deep co-engineering work to our close collaboration on customer solutions and go-to-market.
Well, to all the customers planning for a fleet refresh, the wait is over. Lunar Lake Copilot PCs are available starting today and deliver the best experiences to end users and raise the bar on security and manageability.
Jim, thank you for having me today. On behalf of the Windows team, we are grateful for our partnership with Intel.
Thanks for
you very
coming.
much.
Joining us.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Pavan. Okay, so we know the C in CES stands for consumer. So let's talk about two new products that we're launching today. High-performance processors designed specifically for gamers and creators. The first is Core Ultra 200H, series codenamed Arrow Lake H. It's the best choice for high-performance, thin and light laptops. Lots of cores, built-in graphics, laser targeted at one of the most prominent power envelopes in the market, 28 to 45 watts. And that huge slice of the market is complex. Customers in this space come from all corners of the map. We have gamers, we have creators, we have power users, and yes, even business users. 200H is a product that addresses all of these needs, and there is no better example than the Core Ultra 9 285H. It has 16 cores, 8 GPU cores, 99 TOPS of AI acceleration across the chip, PCI Gen 5 enabling the option to add discrete graphics GPUs. We're excited about the flexibility of the 200H platform. There are three things that make the 200H the must-have processors for customers in this space. First, the CPU cores are a touch faster than any other choice in the segment, which is good for general responsiveness and workloads like photo editing. Second, it offers the highest overall CPU performance in this power envelope, beating both of our competitors by double digits. And finally, built-in art graphics are among the fastest in the segment, leading competitors by as much as nearly 60%. The 200H series is the triple threat, single thread, multi-thread, and graphics performance. The second product that I'm going to say I'm just as excited, I will never say more because I like all of our products equally, is codenamed Arrow Lake HX. It is our ultimate mobile processor. HX is an amazing product for gamers, creators, and mobile workstations. It's for users who demand maximum performance. It's also built for laptops with big, discrete graphics. This product stops at nothing to deliver our highest performance in a laptop. Gaming, serious content creators, and scientific applications feel right at home on an HX system. The Intel Core Ultra 9 285HX is the flagship of our family. It's the fastest CPU for enthusiasts, up to 24 cores, plus all the PCIe, USB, and Thunderbolt I/O you need for serious expandability. And without a doubt, the incredible CPU performance is the star of the show. Compared to Snapdragon X Elite, over 50% more performant, the same power. Compared to Ryzen AI HX, 25% more performance, same power. That is an awesome amount of performance per watt. As we continue to look at competing HX processors, our own HX delivers win after win in serious compute. Raw multi-core performance, ray-traced 3D modeling, and scientific workloads like fluid simulation. It's plain to see that the performance is strong. In fact, it's a clean sweep. Plus, it's about 40% more efficient than our previous generation, leaving more headroom for discrete graphics to stretch its legs, which will become very apparent later this quarter. It's kind of the 1-2 punch of performance and power efficiency that makes the HX a fantastic solution for high-end laptops. We look forward to sharing the final gaming performance when designs launch later this quarter. Okay, so we've covered our latest new hardware, but we know it takes software and systems on top of that. So our approach of emphasizing a balanced platform is aligned with our software partners and the ISVs who choose to innovate on Intel. Our AI PC Accelerator program just crossed its one-year mark. I can't believe how time flies. We've over-delivered on our commitments. 100 ISVs have become 200 ISVs. 300 features, 400. And we have an unmatched library of over 500 models running on Core Ultra. Behind me is a list of applications from the hundreds of our software partners. You'll notice every category of software is getting faster and smarter with AI features. With an AI PC, this optimized software will make your PC, my PC experience more secure, more productive, and faster. This AI software effort is a massive, massive industry effort, and only Intel has the scale to meet the demands of these partners. Well, global developers are critical to scale AI experiences to the industry. Intel's own developer team is working too. Companies are working on AI assistants that leverage their own IP, product information inside their company policies, their procedures that can be customized to better help the various roles inside the company, whether you're supporting a call center agent, human resources, your legal department, sales specialist. And so to help meet these needs, we've created a reference design called Intel's Project Superbuilder, and we're going to show it now for the first time ever. Behind, you'll see Superbuilder in action. Project Superbuilder gives companies ultimate control over the access and security of their data. It's a turnkey reference design solution. It lets businesses create AI assistants infused with their corporate data, their policies, their procedures. Setup time is minimal, and you can choose from multiple language models, no internet connection required, and it's open to our partners and customers as a beta today, and we'll be broadening this soon. Olena, an AI expert, where are you, Olena? Olena right here is an AI expert, one of our Intel's most gifted and decorated engineers. She'll be here after the discussion to answer any questions on how to engage. Thank you, Olena. So today we've covered a lot of ground. So I guess I'd summarize there are three major takeaways. First, Intel silicon performance leadership is across all the significant laptop segments we serve. Second, there's an entirely new way to access and harness corporate data with AI. And third, we shared the details of vPro's single largest upgrade in 20 years. And with that, I'd like to invite Michelle back on stage to wrap us up.
Good job. Thanks, Jim. I hope you can all see why we are so excited about the innovation happening across the PC ecosystem, all led by Intel. And it's just the first week of January. We still have a full year of innovation to go, and it's only going to get better as our process technology roadmap advances as well. All right, so I know you all like a good chip picture. So Panther Lake, our lead product on Intel 18A, will launch in the second half of this year. It will take everything you love about Lunar Lake, all the advances in the architecture, to the next level. We have systems already running Panther Lake, and we're sampling it across all of our major customers already. Many of them are here at CES. Many are in the audience today, so thank you for joining us. And as RCO of Intel products, I'm customer zero with Panther Lake on Intel 18A, and I have to tell you, I love what I see. 2025 is and will be a pivotal year for Intel. And as I look across our business, I see a lot for us to look forward to. Yes, of course, we have a lot of work ahead to fully capitalize on all the opportunities that we shared today. But I have great confidence in this team's ability to execute on our priorities and, most importantly, to deliver on behalf of our customers and partners. We will keep upping our game to create world-class products like you saw today. We will keep pushing forward to regain process technology leadership, as we create the products that we will all use in the future. And most importantly, we're going to keep our customers at the center of it all, delivering open, flexible, and secure solutions to solve their greatest challenges. At the end of the day, that's why all of us at Intel do what we do. For those of you in the room, I encourage you to check out our amazing demo showcase and to join our other Intel keynotes to hear more about what's in store in 2025 and beyond. Please also stay seated for our performance preview for a deeper dive into product news, which will begin shortly after. And for those of you who joined us online, thank you. I encourage you to visit your local retailers so you can experience all these incredible technologies firsthand. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and have a fantastic week at CES. Thank you.
Well, that was interesting, don't you think, guys? That was... Let me take you back to the main screen. That was interesting. They didn't even talk about the B570. They went off the rail with... They went off the rail with Copilot. I mean, they spent most of their presentation about Microsoft. Oh my God. What are y'all thinking? Tell me. I want to see you guys tell me in the chat. What are you thinking about this? Because that presentation just was snake oil. Sorry to say it. It sounds like snake oil. Let's see what you guys are going to tell me about this. Because I don't know, guys. It's not there. Truthfully, it's not there. That just... I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm not trying to give them a bad rap. It's just the thing, this is what gamers come on these keynotes for, to see what they're going to be giving as far as product for the gamers. That's where they get most of their views from, is the gamers. They said nothing about the 570 for $219. They talked a little bit about Panther Lake, which is going to be designed for laptops, but nothing for the DIY desktop users. This is, and yeah, Copilot. I mean, they're pushing the Copilot part is because we all know, and I said this in the chat when I was texting you guys, they're going to push Windows 12, and they're going to push Copilot, and they're going to take and discontinue, Microsoft's going to discontinue all the old software. Like Windows 10, Windows 11 23H2, they already discontinued Windows 11 22H2. So anything that's going to be from Windows 12 back, no more updates, no more nothing. They're going to cut it right off at the pass. They're already talking about certain types of CPUs that are going to be that you're only going to be able to use with Windows 12. And if you don't have a neural processing unit on your GPU, you might as well forget getting any new software for Windows 12. They're gonna cut you at the knees. They already ran a 30-second clip saying that, what was it, 400, and Intel was saying 430 million people with computers are going to end up having to buy all new PC parts for the new operating system Windows 12 coming out. I mean, God. Yeah, it's going to be, you know what? It's going to be nothing but AI, AI, AI. And what is AI? Let's break that down. What is AI? Artificial ignorance? I mean, really? It's not intelligence, because if it's intelligent enough, it would have a mind of its own. That's artificial intelligence, where it thinks on its own. It does things on its own. It has no control to it. It's on its own. Just like humans, we are on our own. We have our own brain. Artificial intelligence is that, where it has its own brain. It has its own functions. When you're sitting there typing and telling it what to do and it's supposed to do it, that's not artificial intelligence. That's artificial ignorance. So, just saying right now. Really focused on laptop. A lot of people are. I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are focused on those laptops. I mean, I'm even coming down to the point to where I'm starting to see that the speed of laptops are getting faster than desktops. But the problem is it's all balled into one package, and they solder everything onto the board, and they don't give you an option to upgrade and change your processor. They don't give you a path of changing your graphics processor to a better one. They don't give you much of an option when it comes to the amount of system RAM you can use, because using a laptop, it shares the system RAM, and with them putting in crappy RAM that's at slow speeds, you're during your gameplay and you're trying to play on integrated graphics, which basically that's what it is, it runs slower than you would use a discrete graphics card, because that has its own virtual memory. So when it comes to laptops, they kind of cut everybody on the knees as far as the speed of the RAM, the amount that you can use. There are some laptops that you can go all the way up to 128 gigabyte. But the problem is this: they're so expensive. And I'm sure everybody's here, not that expense is, you know, I'm sure you're not here because of the expense. So, TSMC replaced Intel in a few years. Well, you know, that's a good thing that you brought that up there, My Life Matter. It's a good thing you brought that up, because there's a thing. Intel's new foundry is going to be in Ohio. They're building it and they're working on it now. TSMC is build a factory in Arizona. They're already going to start producing here very soon. Just to let you know that. So it looks like TSMC and Intel are going to be, you know, competitors against each other here in the United States. If you didn't know that, now you do. So, Patrick says, really focused on mobile segment and Copilot. Honestly, I'm not even interested in Copilot. Not a lot of people are. A lot of people are taking and trying to figure out how to remove it from their operating system. That's basically, they say that's how bad it is. But what you don't realize, and I'm going to tell you guys this, that Copilot automatically operates off the World Wide Web. It pulls information from the World Wide Web. So if you ever, let's say you get a phishing email, that's going to open up a big can of negative worms for you. because now Copilot is embedded into the PC. It's open to the World Wide Web. They found a back doorway in through Copilot, and now they control your PC, and guess what? You're stuck with a brick. So, yeah. 5070 about a week away, too. Yeah, it is, but they should have said something on the keynote. They didn't say anything on the keynote. That's the problem. So, Intel bets on Windows. Yeah, I'm starting to see that. I do agree, said it. I hope ARC GPUs are going to be all right. Well, have you heard anything lately about the A series driver updates? Have they fixed anything in the futuristic of the driver updates for the first generation of ARC? I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard much about it. I thought they were supposed to be on a 6-month quick fix trial trying to get it up to Windows 12.2 or 12.1, somewhere in there. Or not no. So much confusion. That's the problem right now. So much confusion. So basically, guys, when it comes to DirectX, that's what I meant. DirectX 12. I don't think on the first generation of ARC they passed Windows, or not Windows. I keep saying Windows. You guys need to help me out in the comments down. You need to help me out in the comments here. DirectX, I don't think they got past DirectX 11. I think the last time I checked, they were still working on the rest of DirectX 11 to go to DirectX 12. But it's a shame, though. It's a shame, though. Their B580 surpasses their A770. Surpasses in performance their A770, which has more CUs than the B580. Figure this one out. I cannot figure that out. I mean, that's crazy. Off topic a little, Jay, but you should grow the beard again. I had it. Somebody didn't like it. I took it off. Now you want me to grow it back. All right, I got you. AI sounds like an embedded OS. It is. Especially when they put recall. You guys have been hearing about that recall on wow. Sorry, YouTube's kind of doing a little screwy crap again. But with recall, they're going to be putting that in Windows 11 24H2. Right now, they got like 16 different bugs going on with Windows 24H2, Windows 11. So that's the reason why I keep saying I would recommend everybody stay with Windows 23H2 because of the fact of the problems that are happening with 24H2. So, let's see. Spock Lake. Let's see. What do you think about AMD and Intel? Will Intel catch up to AMD this year? Tadas? Truthfully, I don't think so. Because they got a CEO problem right now. And they got two interim CEOs going head to head with each other. So I think they got more problems they got to work through this year until they get a new full-time CEO to the company with a better envisioning. because it seems Pat Gelsinger left the company in a stray. And also, too, now the stockholders are going to sue Intel and Pat Gelsinger because Pat Gelsinger walked with $202 million in his pocket. I know it's his paycheck, but, stockholders are pretty mad because he walked away with a bunch of money and everybody's got like $20 a share. They're kind of, peeved about that. So, yeah, Intel's got a lot of problems right now. AMD's got their stuff together. They just need to catch up. That's in their graphics card situation. We'll get to that when we go on to the AMD live stream. Okay? Right now, we're on the Intel live stream. I'm just going to keep it Intel for right now. My Life Matter says, yeah, competition is good for advancement like AMD does to NVIDIA. Yep. Google making the quantum chip will win. I would imagine. But Elon Musk right now, he's kind of putting his finger on the button with the new quantum chips. So I think he might have his hand in some of it and coming up with his Doge chip. Who knows? All right, AMD's in the next 90 minutes. Yep, I do agree. 11 a.m. I already got a stream set for you guys for AMD. Do keep that in mind. Once we're done with this stream here, you guys can shift over to the AMD stream. Just make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Would be appreciated. I'll bet anyone quantum computing is decades away, if not forever. Well, the problem right now with quantum technology is sound vibrations. That's causing it to go wonky. They're trying to figure out how to keep it from going wonky with sound vibration. So that's one part. And cooling is another part to keep it cool. We might have AIO coolers for our, CPUs, but I'm sure we're not going to be putting in negative 265 to 0 degrees to keep our CPU cool. I don't think that's going to work. So they need to come up with something better for that. Who knows? Only my only view on your beard matters. Machine, you're bad, man. Oh, pseudoscientist, good to see you in there, by the way, to let you know. Ahmed, good to see you. TK, good to see you. Mayron, good to see you. Yeah, truthfully, I'm kind of surprised that NVIDIA hasn't put out any, how can I say this? I'm surprised, well, when we go into the NVIDIA stream, we'll deal with it then. I want to keep this Intel. I want to know what y'all think about the B580. Did anybody here on the stream today buy a B580? And guess what? We did reach 118 viewers on the stream today. Awesome to have you all here. Make sure you subscribe, though. So, do you all have any comments about the B580 or the B570? That's one thing that's not being really mentioned right now. And I wonder why. Maybe because the B570 doesn't reach up towards the 40 series of NVIDIA? Maybe. Just to say, well, I'm not doing too much talking about NVIDIA, but, we got that stream for NVIDIA set up and ready. But I don't know. I'm on the fence with the B570. The $199. No, I think it should be cheaper than that. I think it should be like $150. To be honest with you, $150 I think would be more fair for the B570. Now, the B580 should have been $200. I would have been happy with that. Good knowledge. I like your remarks about Intel CEO stuff. Well, thank you about that there, Tadas. Yeah, I mean, it's not so much me making the remarks. It's so much it's common sense. I mean, truthfully, it is common sense. I mean, they have no permanent CEO. They have no vision. You had two people that have different opinions when it comes for the interim of the CEOs, and they're going to clash. They're going to clash against each other. They're not going to come to a compromise. And who suffers the most out of the whole thing? The gamers. The gamers suffer over that corporate stuff that they're doing over there. The gamers suffer. Is because now we're all waiting for somebody to come in with a better envisioning. I guess, because Pat Gelsinger kind of dropped the ball and made their stock go from, what was it, $60 or $80 or $100 a stock, all the way down to $20 a stock, and then really dropped the ball on the 18A and stuff like that. I mean, and also too, the foundry, them pre-leasing the foundry out to, just outsourcing it instead of making their own product in their own foundry. That's kind of better envisioning, I think, to where if you got the tools, you got the talent, take the people that you shouldn't have laid off, put them back into the game, make better GPUs, make better CPU processors, and come up with a better envisioning to make it bigger and better than AMD. But they didn't. So there is no envisioning right now because you got two interns that don't know which way to take the company. So 2025 is not going to be as serious for Intel as everybody thinks. So, Jay, tell everyone about the background in CPUs. What do you mean, machine, about the background? I'm trying to... You mean the things running in the background on Windows 11 to turn them all off so they get better gameplay? I would imagine. Having an RTX 4060 laptop, I didn't get an Intel Arc B580. It's not my turn to upgrade yet. Right? MTBK, not a lot of people are. If you're already set on a decent GPU with a decent CPU, keep running with it. This fear factor, and I want everybody to understand this fear factor that is being pumped all over the internet needs to quit. They're scaring the gamers, making them think that, and this is one point. They're scaring the gamers thinking, well, 8 gigabytes of VRAM is not enough. Okay, well, I hate to break this to you, but there are some games that run less than 6 gigabytes of VRAM. If you're going to use a game that's going to be wanting more than 8 gigabytes of VRAM, then turn down your display settings and balance it out in your display settings so you get a great gameplay without using a lot of VRAM. That's common sense. So, Jensen, it's okay to upgrade now. So, it must be true. Who knows? Scared gamer's face. Machine, there's nothing to be scared about. See, that's the thing. Don't believe in the hype. Okay? If you're being suckered into buying new products because you think your products now don't work, well, I hate to break the news to you. Your products work fine. It's the only thing you need to worry about is Microsoft and their software. Now, if you have a problem with that, then it's time to go to Linux. I mean, Linux and your older hardware is going to work fine. So keep that in mind. You don't have to rely on Microsoft Windows. You have an option. I mean, there's many options out there. You can get, there's free software on Android if you want to just make your computer complete Android. There's Steam OS that's going to be coming out. I don't know if it's going to work on the hardware for Windows. It might, but you never know. You got Linux, and they got a whole different skew of operating systems. You got Windows 11 Lite, which I don't know nothing about, so I don't recommend it because, you know, if I don't know about it, I'm not going to recommend it. But you got a whole skew of operating systems out there, not just Windows itself. The only thing you got to worry about the operating system, the only good thing that I see out of Windows operating system, and it's not really that great, but it's something and it's free, it's the antivirus. That's it. And the operating system itself. All the bloatware and everything else, it's just, they can keep the bloatware. I just want to use the operating system. So, Pseudoscientist says, I'm thinking the PC community doesn't realize we are not the only consumers of GPUs. Well, that's true. Like I said, when you build your PC, you build it multitasking. Build it for business, content creating, and gaming. You build it for everything. And you can build it as a server as well. You can put all that into a complete package if you build your computer correctly. So, it's not hard to do that. That's what mine's all about. I have it for business. I have it for PC gaming. I have it for content creating. I have it for storage. Everything. All in one. So you save yourself a ton of money for the next 7 to 10 years. So. They no longer need gamers' advanced tech. Yeah, I agree. Prices will be high for high-end products like they always are. High bandwidth memory. Yep. And in short supply. Next issue. Scalpers. That's next issue. Scalpers. Because they got their finger right on the button when it comes to, you know, them being right in Amazon or Newegg or any of these retailers. Anything that new that comes out and it's low priced and people want it, it's in high demand, guess what's going to happen? They're going to have it faster than you because of all the bots that they put all over these sites, and these retailers don't do nothing about it. That's another problem. That's another problem for another live stream. So, first time I see your channel. Where do you specialize in the most? Where do I specialize in the most? PC building, hardware configurating, hardware news. I tried to do a little bit of everything. But my specializing, I've been doing PC building for over 30 plus years, 35, 36 years. So going from operating system to operating system, going back from the early 80s all the way to now. So that's pretty much cut and dried. Where is the main focus in IT? Main focus is my main focus to present to everybody out there is that to find low-end hardware that gives you high-end gaming. So, and I always tell everybody, if the hardware is good, I'm going to tell you about it. The hardware is bad, I'm going to tell you about it. Either way, I'm going to tell you. So, it's not the name I look at, it's the hardware. The hardware matters more than the name. It doesn't matter if it's got AMD, doesn't matter if it's got Intel, doesn't matter if it's got NVIDIA, Asus, Gigabyte, whatever. It's the hardware and how it's built, the architecture that matters. And if it's really good, that's what I'm going to be putting out there and telling you it's a great product. And if it's at a low price and it gives you great performance, I'm going to recommend it. But if it's crap, I'm going to tell you. So, when it comes to your channel, what should I expect to hear and see? Just like I said before, I just explained it. That's what you're going to hear and see. Now, some people might say I'm wrong. Some people might say I'm right. But I listen to everybody's opinion. So, either way you look at it, everybody has a valued opinion. I take it in consideration. So, and I give you, my thought on your valued opinion. So, basically, that's what I do. See, pseudoscientists and machine and MTBK, and these are guys that started with me at the beginning. Most of them started at the beginning. Some of them dropped in a little bit after, but they know pretty much what my channel's about. And the reason why they say what they say in the chat is because they know. So what's the next big event? That is AMD. AMD is going to be coming up next. I'm going to start the stream at 10:30 a.m. And it looks like we're going to end up stopping this stream, and then we're going to be starting a new stream because I don't want YouTube to get a hair in their butt like they've been getting and kind of, needling the stream. So, and plus, I just broke it off into 3 sections: Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA. Broke them into 3. So if you want to stick around for the next stream, make sure you subscribe and you hit the like button and turn your notification on. So that way, you know when the next stream is coming up. So, yep, it starts in 40 minutes. But also, too, guys, I'm going to jump off of this stream right now because I want to take a little bit of a break because I don't want this to get sore and then I can't talk and then you guys can't hear me. So, but I'm going to take a little break off of this stream, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And I do appreciate everybody that has joined this stream today. All of you. I do appreciate it. And if you joined up and you subscribed to the family, welcome to the family. Okay. We talk about anything and everything, and if you want to stay up to date every day, we have a Discord page that you can join up on. If you don't want to miss out on any of the action, then you can join our Discord page. And here's the link. So that way you'll know what we're doing day in and day out. Everybody can join. There's no limit on who can join or whatever. We talk day in and day out. We have everything set up and ready to go. If you want to be a part of the Discord and you want to join in, more than happy. I left the link right there in the chat so that way you can join in. But anyway, guys, I will see you in about 35, 40 minutes. So do stay tuned and be safe out there. And I know there's an ice storm as well. Try to be safe and be warm, you know. But until the next time and the next stream, which will be coming soon, then we'll see you on that one.